A very good morning to my examiner. My name is Siti Nur Shakirin binti Muhammad Aminuddin, and I would like to present my FYP2 presentation with the title of A Survey on the Effect of Long COVID-19 Syndrome among Undergraduate Students in UiTM Shah. So this is my FYP2 proposal. This is the overview of the proposal, which is consists of research background, problem statement, research question, objective of the study, significance of the study, literature review, research methodology, data analysis and finding, discussion, also the conclusion. Moving on to the research background. So what is COVID? COVID is a coronavirus disease known as COVID-19. Is defined as the illness caused by the novel coronavirus known as a severe acute respiratory syndrome that is caused by SARS-CoV-2 and known as 2019 nCoV, which is the first identified outbreak of the respiratory illness in Wuhan City, Hubei province. So 2 years into pandemic now, there have been over 4 million cases of COVID-19 in Malaysia and a suspected of high number of undetected cases. So what is what is COVID itself? This transmission of the COVID is occur through the respiratory and droplet, which is direct or indirect to your mucous membrane, which is eyes, mouth, or nose. So people with compromised immunity can become more severe to get infected. So what is long COVID? Long COVID is a collection of long-term referred as the post-COVID syndrome of long COVID, which is defined as the evolving, suggested to include the persistence of the symptom of sequelae development, which is 3 to 4 weeks from the onset. This become there's no way to diagnose of the severity, so the symptom might become from the COVID itself. Moving on to the problem statement, the currently lack of evidence of the precise definition of long COVID-19 symptom and the student, and also the student of this long COVID might affecting their daily life. So what are the research question? The research question is, are COVID-19 affected student possess this long COVID syndrome, and does this long COVID-19 affect their daily life and academic of their undergraduate student? So here are my significant of the study. The long COVID syndrome might affecting their academically because of the syndrome, and also this survey might help to guide the UiTM Shah Alam student face on having some policy on the student. So this is the objective of my study, which is to determine the severity of long COVID-19 syndrome among undergraduate Shah Alam students, to investigate the impact of long COVID-19 syndrome to the quality of life among the undergraduate students, and also to elucidate the factor that cause the long COVID-19 syndrome among the undergraduate students in UiTM Shah Alam. So these are literature review. So the long COVID syndrome commonly come with prolonged cough and also fatigue. So these two are common in long COVID syndrome, which is associated with the other symptom, including chronic fatigue, dyspnea, and also the chronic pain. Moving on to the long COVID-19 and also young adult. Study by this month show that among the young adult, 15 one third of them cannot turn back into their actual health after affected with this long COVID syndrome. This is very concerning because we are students and still young and have to go to class. And also long COVID-19 syndrome and cognitive impairment reportedly become one of the difficulty to focus in class and because of the brain fog resulting from this long COVID-19 syndrome. So there's also the study between the long COVID-19 syndrome among vaccinated showing that lower percentage on getting this long COVID-19 because of the vaccine. So, but on the booster, they still remain unknown on the prognosis of the long COVID that affect the booster and also the vaccine of the COVID-19. And here is my methodology of my thesis, which is development of study design, followed by calculation of sample size, followed by calculation of power of study, and then development of questionnaire, followed by application of human ethics, followed by conducting pilot study, distribution of the survey, and also to analyze the data. For the development of questionnaire, here some of the inclusion and exclusion factor. And for the study design, we are using a set of questionnaire which is going to be quantitative research. And this survey consists of five set of questions, which is demographic information, health history, vaccination information, information on COVID-19 and the symptom, effect, and also the effect of post-COVID-19 on their on daily life. So here the exclusion and exclusion factor, which is there must be an active ATM Shah student, undergraduate ATM student, previously infected with the COVID-19 and still having this symptom after 3 months prior. And also, the exclusion factor is not UiTM Shah student and exceed 27 years old. And also, this that analysis also analyzed by using IBM SPSS version 21, which is descriptive analysis was conducted and continuous variable were present as the interquartile range, and also the categorical variable were presented as percentage, and categorical variable analyzed using chi-square, and non-categorical is using t-test between on the without the precedent symptom. So here the result and the discussion. So the median age of the respondent was 26, the interquartile range between 18 to the 34, and 110 respondents were male. So here you can see that only 70% that still experiencing this long COVID, which is the main symptom that always be faced by the long COVID is cognitive dysfunction, fatigue, sleep difficulty, prolonged cough, respiratory problem, psychological disorder, loss of weight, reduced memory, loss of smell, and also loss of taste. With the higher mean with the prolonged cough and also respiratory problem because of the virus itself residing at the lung. Moving on to the impact of long COVID-19 syndrome to the quality life of a graduated Shah student. This is be tested using mobility, movement, throat or breathing problem, breathlessness, and palpitation with the range 1 to 5, with 1 is the not very severe and 5 is very severe, showing that mobility have the highest respondent, which is 120, showing that this student that facing long COVID syndrome is having problem with the mobility. And as you can see from the graph here, the highest problem that affect this on the daily life is the climbing stairs, walking in the distance, and also prolonged standing. This is because the environment on the UiTM Shah study itself is require you to walk a lot, and this become a major concern on the UiTM Shah student. So for the conclusion, I can conclude that the severity of the long COVID-19 syndrome among the UiTM Shah student and among the undergraduate itself is low because of the fully vaccinated, and only 70% is still experiencing the COVID-19 syndrome. And also the factor that can cause the undergraduate Shah is the lifestyle itself. I can see from the beginning, there's some student that smoke and also not practicing good lifestyle, such as not exercise regularly. So because of this survey, this become the result of this survey can become highlight of the preparedness of the student affairs and also the management on the helping the student to experiencing their college life better. And the benefit from this study is that the future researcher can discover more on how the effect of student and also non-COVID syndrome itself. So that's all from me. Thank you.